Can you guys see my screen now?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, the time for the meeting can be fixed too. It can actually be fixed. I would like it to be fixed, but look at today now that is like I have no well that's the selection actually. I think it should be fixed. I think it should be fixed. Three of us just like I think it should be fixed. After today's class, I would like just maybe we should talk about the time that we want to be having this meeting. Like we should all pick a time. Like it's like things we pick days that we are talking about. We'll be having these classes on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So should pick a time we're having the classes. Well, now I know that our classes be at least 5 hours. It's probably at least 5 hours classes. So no this thing, no, and I don't think the 5 hours is too much for this course that I want to do. I don't think the 5 hours is too much. If you feel that it's too much, like we can like talk about it and find a way to reduce it, maybe 10 to 4 hours or so. And I think the time should be fixed. Yeah, I'll work on the time being fixed. After this class, we'll talk about it, please. I think it should be fixed. So, collections and sequences in Python. List tuples and dictionaries. So, guys, like Emmanuel, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello. All right. Um, in a term related to probably computer science or programming or anything, what do you think a collection is? Are you there? Or are you typing it? This thing I want to teach now, like this particular topic, just because of you actually. So let us just go through some things and get through it as fast as possible. Okay, so yeah, I asked you a question. I said like in the term unrelated to programming or computer science in general, what do you think a collection is? Oh, your mic. Oh, I say me the type. Go take for you. Well, I need an interactive class kind of. But they know Allah. So we know that collections normally it is like a set of items that are either related or unrelated put together to form to form um I don't know to form a collection. I don't know how to put that in English, but it's just something that like so items put together which are now which can be looked at which can be looked as one or like as being maybe I can give examples now. Maybe like the pack of poker cards that we used to play, that poker cards, those poker cards. Each card is an item in the pack. But then when those cards are packed together and it's in it, when those cards are packed together and like what's called and put in their and kept in their pack. Now we call them the pack of cards or something. But then like that thing's actually a collection of different of cards They may be related, they may be unrelated. So collection is like is the a collection is in Python. There are prepackaged data structures consisting of related data items. So and we have lists, tuples, dictionaries. So we also have other ones. We have arrays in Python too. We have sets. We have um we have queues, linked lists, those kind of those different types of data structures. But then I will be going through list and tuples today. And we touch the dictionary another time or this time I can touch dictionary. Sha. So list, tuples, and dictionaries, they are Python built-in collections. So there are most libraries now. There are most libraries that we made that those and that you can use to work with data structures that are not built in Python. Like those linked lists, those sets, queues, and everything. It's set to play data structure in Python. I don't think so. So, but then Python built-in collections enable you to store and access data conveniently and efficiently. Collections are modifiable, while some are not. As in lists are modifiable, you can change their length. You can change their items in there. Like you can add data to lists. You can like remove data from lists, and same as tuples. What's called tuples are modifiable. Though there's a way you can work around like modifying the tuple, actually, but not directly. So, uh, but both of them they have many common capabilities, and you've seen it in the next slides that I'll be showing. Both of them they can hold items of the same type. List can hold items of different types. Okay, it can hold a string. Example, you can see your message. I don't know how to use them properly. Okay, so you want okay like just hands on only. All right, then we go see 'em now. That's all right. I'm coming. So let me go to this slide. I'll work with. I think I thought of this thing before. Like, I thought like my brain is like put here. So let me use this slide to teach. Um, each of them they can hold items of the same or different types. Lists can dynamically resize as necessary, going and shrinking at execution time. So like, I think so creating a list. This can store values of same type like it can the list can be homogeneous and they can also store data of different types, heterogeneous. Consider the list of integers below, which contains five integer elements. You can see how I declared an integer variable and I created and I passed in a list inside it. And I initialized it with a list with with five items, with a list of five items. So let us say you want to like add items to a list. How do you think we do that in Python? Like, let me on my Python first. Get your Python breaking. I'll just show you some little things about my like a little what's it called? I'll show you how to manipulate list and tuples in Python. So since you said that you just need hands-on, but then mm, so also look at okay yeah I was trying to talk about how lists in Python can be both homogeneous and heterogeneous. The this integer data now, so the data of this is integer list is it holds a list of the same type. They are all integers. Look at the student data. It's held a string, a float, and an integer. So like list in Python they can be both homogeneous and heterogeneous. That they can have the same type and they can also contain different types. Àwọn àsìkò jẹ́ ń gbádùn jọ ẹni wá wèrè. Yeah. Accessing elements of a list. We reference a list element by writing the list name followed by the element index. I think, are you aware that for every data structure in every bit in data structure of almost all languages or of different languages, and about Python, about Java, C Sharp, uh, so like these languages and JavaScript too, like their arrays, their data structures actually the indexes start from zero to n-1. So that this list of integers that are here actually the highest index is 4, because this 79 is at index 0, 13 is at 1, 9 is at 2, minus 64 is at 3, and 0 is at 4. Because the length of this list is 5 does not mean that the last index is 5. No, actually starts from 0 to n-1. So like n in this case is the length of the list. The length is 5 actually, the length, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that's the length of the list. Like it contains 5 items. Like when we're talking about the length of a list, or ensure that the length of your collection or the size, that means you're referring to the number of items in that particular collection. So how many items in this integer are in this integers list? There are 5 items here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 79, 13, 9, minus 64, and 0. So, but then what is the highest index in the list? That's 4. And the element at index 4 is what? 0. Please, if you get confused, or like you have a question, please ask it. Ask your questions, because I assume that you, at least you've heard about it, and like you've learned them small. Just that you've not worked with them. So my Python don't finish. Anyway, you can create more project. Let's come to says I'm coming. I'm coming. It's clear. Python is kind of hanging my system. I don't know. All right. So um, same as it student data list. I think I stopped at explaining index difference between indexes and like length of list having. This student data contains 4 elements. So the size of this list is 4. Like the length of the list is 4. But then how many elements are in, because there are 4 elements inside. But then what is the highest index in this list? That is 3. Because the first index is at 0. The first position is 0. Second is 0. Second is 1. Third is 2. And the fourth is 3. So the first element at index 0, Salam. The second element at index 1, which is Olanrewaju. The third element at index 2, 3.57. And the fourth element at index 3, that is 2026. Let's see what's it called. So that's how we like identify, like we like access elements in Python using like by referencing their position in the list. That's the indexes in the list. So we reference the list item by writing the list name followed by the element index, that is its position number, and closing square brackets, known as the subscription operator. So the first element in a list has the index 0. So in the 5 elements list integers, the first element is named integers at index at 0. Like it is this we are looking at. Let me, guys, please. Oh, you guys are still hearing me. Me never say at the,
Yeah, we are
at the follow.
hearing.
Me never say at the follow dust talk. I beg. This integers at index, so like we want to reference the first element now. We just call integers at index 0. You can see it print integers at 0, and the output is 79. Print student data at 3, at index 3, the output is 2026. Uh, so, uh, so that's how we access elements in a list. Don't worry, you will see the code right now. Let me just go through this thing. So how do we determine a list length? Like, let's say you're having a list that you want the dynamic. Let's say like the list now. You declared it, but then like you do not know the you know that there are sometimes that you'll be working with data structures and probably like you do not know the like you cannot determine the length, like probably I see developing the code, or like you cannot determine the length right now because like the length is actually dynamic. You'll be adding items to it continuously, and at some point you will not know the length of the like you actually not know how many items are in that list. But then let's say like, oh, you needed, let's say like you have your users that let's say like probably like you are storing users inside a particular data structure now, maybe a list or a tuple. So your database practically is a collection. I mean like your I mean like your this thing, like probably like your this thing database, your temporary database, you're storing users in a collection. Let's say a list. And then once to be that, once users on the system, once they're up to 10, nobody can register again. You know that actually somehow you need to work with the length of that list or the database. So like once my database is full, may nobody register again. So once a user registers, we will tell the system to check, yeah, um, what's the length of this database? What is the length of this list? If it is if the length of if the length of this list is 10, I think you should stop allowing users to register. But if it is not 10 yet, but it's still lesser than 10, they can continue registering. They can continue registering, and you can save data inside, and you can save them. But then once the length of the list is already 10, or like once it's already 10, then you don't always have to register again. So that's one use case. Like that's one use case of working with this length of integers, like this length function. The length function is a built-in function in Python that you use to check the length of. Yeah, you can use it on strings too. You can use it on sequences too, to like tuples and strings. You can use it like so. We use it to check the length of collections and sequences in Python. So you can see I asked it to like check the length of integers, and it printed out 5. So like that is there are 5 elements in that particular list. I asked it to do the same thing to the length of student data. It printed out 4 because there are 5 terms in that list. So I think you also know that we can access elements from the end of release with negative indices. You know that we start assessing elements like assessing like as I said before, the first index is at 0 and the last index is n minus 1, n being the length of the list, right? But then you know that you can also access them like from negative numbers, like access from negative numbers. Like you can also access them like from the right end. Should I have been on left? Yeah, from the right end. So this that is this one by the right end. Let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So normally when I'm assessing them, like we mostly do like we mostly move this way. You are seeing my screen now. Like you are seeing do I move my cursor? Do I'm highlighting the stuff? You are seeing direction that I'm moving. Like we mostly move this way. So there's a way you can also assess them by moving backwards to like so like if I going you can assess um Normally, if let's like you wanted to access the element at the last index now, which is index 4, you just say naming random. So let's say you wanted to like access this 5 now. You probably say maybe like print random at 4 now. Random at 4. And it will print out 5 for you. But then you can, instead of saying that, like, you can also do this print. You can also do this print random at -1. And it will print out the same 5 for you. But then, so when we're going from left to right, that's when we're accessing them from index 0, like the normal way. We start from 0 to n-1. But then when we're going, like when we're using negative indexes, we start from -1 to -n. You get, so 5 will be at -1, 4 will be at -2, 3 at -3, 2 at -4, and 1 at -5. So we start from -1 to -n. But when we're moving normally, we start from 0 to n-1. Is that clear? I think that should be clear enough actually. So okay, make I check if my okay in the index finish. Let me like share my screen. Are you guys seeing my PyCharm screen? Okay, you guys see my PyCharm screen?
Um, no, I think what you're showing is just the
Yeah,
presentation.
yeah. Firefox. Let me just I'm coming. I'm like will you have with you? So how about now?
Yes, we can see it now.
Let me just create a new project. Now create action. So hold on, look, hold on, project. So you can see my Firefox screen too now. So lists are mutable. Actually, it's like you can modify a list. List can be modified. You can change the length of a list either by adding new elements, removing elements in the list, or by replacing an existing element with a new element. That is changing the value in a particular index. Look at integer our example, our integer example. The element at index 5 is 17. Is it 17? How much is based on by? Don't mind doing that 0. I think we're the first thing that I guess that I was doing. Don't mind me. Oh, it's how they talk now. So like I added a new element to the what's it called to the let me put a new form. I'm coming as if finished indexing. So the examples I was doing it for like print. You can also be trying it you can also be trying this from your own end. Integers index. Let's see. Four. Can see. Integer index 4 is 0. So I put five, you know that the highest index there is 4. Let me put 5 now at the length of the list and we'll see what will happen. You can see the error. List index out of range because there is no element at index 5 right now. Actually, the length of the list is 5, but the highest index there is 4. So at index 5, there's no element. Once there's an element at index 5, the length of the list has changed too. The length of the list is now 6. But then let us print the length of this so that you see it. So length the list. What might be there? See. So I think so. So I was talking about assessing um what's it called? Michael, are you seeing this? Actually like this does not look like a normal class. I'm just showing the two what's it called. I'm actually not teaching like that. I just want to show you I just want to show you some things. Probably like we'll solve a little DSA today. Maybe that we'll just create we'll do one small DSA question that are like that are deals with working with listing Python and also tuples. Python. I'm actually not teaching like that. I just wanted I just wanted to see some things. Probably when you get it by yourself, you are going to get it so that we can move on a big. Maybe when we get to connection, maybe when we get to exception and errors and exception, I know that those ones you need it very well. So it's, um also um let's say we want to assess the elements of these integers. Is it that negative index like assessing them with negative indexes? So it's integers elements. Sorry. This kit occupy distress me. I don't need to. She not tab now. And come again. Tab 9. Andy. Where are you going? I was done without moving. So thanks. 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 Zero. Slim was elements. Not X minus 5. So you can see the element at index minus 1 is 0, which is this guy. Uh, and the element, I ask you to like compare the element at index 0 and minus at index minus 5. Consider they are the same, true or false, and it's printed out true. So look at the string that I passed in here. So you know that you can either access them with the positive, no normal positive indexes, or use the negative index. Anyone that suits your body and pay. Anyone that tickles your fancy then. So ìyẹn jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ o. Alright. So what was the next thing we talked about? If I think we said something here. Let us see adding elements to a list. So there's this append, what's it called? I don't know the way this tab 9 is suggesting this. We can find if it's disable am now. I go in there, I go enable am later. I'm coming, guys. Please, I'm coming. I want to like. I don't like the way that guy is. Me first disable that big. All right. That's restart. No, I know they restart the mod. Going there for like 5 hours again. So, so there's the append function to add a new like what's it called the append built-in functions that we used to add new items to the list. Like integers dot append 55 now. So you will see print integers. So now you see what this list will look like now. You can see this was what we had before. I've been on Java, right? So this was what we had before, and now this is what we have. I see. So the append function is what is a way we can add like it's one of the ways that we used to add new items to a list. Also, removing an item to a removing items from a list. I think there is the pop method, remove method, and also the delete method. So you can see integers dot pop. That is the index supports index -1. Let me say index 2, maybe index 3 then. So this is what we have right now, bro. This is what we have now. I don't know. So index 3 0 1 2 3. That's 64 AB. I expect that the I expect that 64 should be gone after popping out the delimiter at index 3. You get, so I'll also do that remove. So this remove works with this thing that remove it actually doesn't work with the index. I think it works with the main item that you want to remove. So let's say remove 13. Yeah. So I'll be having 79, 9, 0, and 55 left. Right. So that's what now I could. Go by the shape by my salon. Okay. I guess I'm not wrong. So this is how we can add items to an item to a new list. I think we can also and we can also add items to a list like this. I'm putting a JavaScript to the door. I'm putting Pajesha. Hey, mess up. Well done. It's just that let's see. So now at index 6 equals 90, 87. I expect that this is what you should print out right now. Um, this. Hey, error. So okay, I guess it is be like in a JavaScript we do this kind of thing. So you can't add a list. You can add items to a list like this. It's not dynamic as that. But in this way you can add items to a list with the append function, with the pop function. You can remove items in the list by specifying the index. The remove function, you specify the main data that you want to remove, not index. So because I wanted to remove, I wanted to like remove 13 so that I specified the index, the element I want to remove. You can also use delete. You can also use the delete function. The delete is a built-in method in Python, like a normal built-in method in Python. Delete integers at Shana. I'm coming, guys. I'm getting back with me long can you so don't forget. So I don't forget. So delete integers. Oh, you actually the parentheses is redundant to that integers at index 3. So 0 is one at index 3 right now. I think should be able to print. Should we remove these guys? Yeah, exactly. So you can also use delete function right now. You can also use it. So if you want to delete the old words, I think you can also use delete without. Yeah, you can also delete like this now. You should delete. Yeah. Zero. Okay. Okay. Index 3 is zero. Zero is what's it called? Zero is in index 2. Since 995. Exactly. Zero is at index 2. So you can use that without you may not call it as a function. You can just call the keyword and like put the expression that you want it to work on there. That was why I was asking me to like remove the redundant parentheses there. So these are like the basic ways to work with a list in Python. So let's say I wanted to like let's say like I let's do something more interesting. Let's say like I want to register 5 users now in my system, and I'll create a dictionary now. With a dictionary, and just don't worry if you not like seeing a dictionary or what's it called. But then you just follow me. It's like I want the dictionary to serve as a data structure where I'll make key value pairs, the name, the age, the what's it called, the and the height. So let's say I created let's say I have user database. So it's hey guys, in my code you mostly be seeing this. So like I specify the type of data that I want to pass into my variables, my parameters, my everything. Like my own Python are statically typed to maybe no go vex. So I have username is um okay. User database should be a list now. Should be a list actually. Should be a list. So an empty list actually. It should be an empty list. Also, let's say like I created user one equals to this. So uh, all this thing are waiting my tab 9 they like suggest to, and so since like they actually what I'm trying to do. Let's say like I have a dictionary of users right now, like he specified like this list of dicts. A list of dictionary. I will if create news and create the so it's taking some it's taking a dictionary Abby. Is mm, no, let me like it's done nothing now. So, um wrapping user things the database. Right. So let me call what's the guy? Let me call this guy. Let me it's user so passing user one, user two, user three. So I mean now let us see what our dict will look like right now. It's what our dictionary looks like. The first time I called it. So what our list looks like. So like it's a list of dictionaries. It saved the first user there, which is the Malik 19, the email, Allah the Malik, blah blah blah, and the height. The next one is stored like it's already had this guy inside. So like it added a new element inside. But that is a new user. Tell the manual, the Emmanuel's age, his email, and height. The third time, that's for the third users. These two items already exist in the list. And so it added Fish remaining items there, like the third one is down here. Then there's a 25 email, gmail.com, height, and blah blah blah. So that's like one complex way that we can work with this thing in Python. So let's say I wanted to like delete users. Let's say I also have a function delete users from database. Delete, yeah. So you can pass in the user you can pass in the value. Let's say let us make it dynamic, so the value it can either be a date or an index or an integer. So it can be either of these two. So so if is a stance, yeah, it's not like actually, I actually don't like it the fact that as I'm teaching this thing they disturb me. I don't know why, Lasha. So you can see though this is not my code, this is the copilot and which that's stabilized code, but then this is exactly what I want to do, Sha. So if so I think we've all seen this built-in instance method now where you can use to check the type of data like the particular values and the particular probably the data type of a particular value Python. So it also works with complex data, like even class itself. You can check if a particular object is an instance of that class. So if value is a dictionary, do this, else pop. So then print inside database. Let us see what it will be here. After creating user, then delete user one, delete user, the one at index two. So you know that the first user is my name, second one is Emmanuel, third one is Daniel. When I call delete user, it deletes me first. Then so now we're having two items remaining in the database. And I call delete user again with two. So to not work because there's no data, it should be one. There are 0 and 1. So now it is going to pop the user at index 1, which is Daniel. So we're going to be having Emmanuel left in the database. Let me show you everything. It is we've seen what we're expecting here. Uh hey, so when I remove when I delete user, I'm going to be having this left. Something like this. I delete it. I'm going to have something like this.
Okay. Yeah, like I had a issue and I just went out of the call. So when you were creating this user database, like how did you add all the users to the list, to the user database list?
Listen,
Like
so
I
I
didn't
add
I
there,
didn't
there's this function. There's this function.
like you created
Like
you created
yeah. Like I created them by Lemon Pishina. I was like I manually created them. So these are the tutors. User one, user two, and user three. Just for listing purpose. Then listing the one at index one.
sources.
About, M. I've answered the question.
Okay, I've seen the. Yeah, I think I've seen it's used the append to add all the users to
Yeah,
the database.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So this is what I'm expecting now. After dating the second time. Yeah, error. Yeah, then run away. Okay, it worked. Launching. So you can see exactly what I'm expecting. Let me pass in an optional message. Message equals all these funny things that I'm doing, all these clinical. I know you are familiar with it now, have you? So I don't need the what's it called? How can I write this? Hey, I want to avoid using all this funny statement. It starts out value and message. It's not more. Yeah. Good. And I don't want any complex nonsense though. Just need Print message. Inside the tables. Else you will testing. Library dot else if and if. Oh, did this thing that was gone. Menu. Menu. So, so I'm passing the message in here. Mm. Oh, inside delete user plan. So showing some funny music. So message. Um, but I'm removing these guys though. See, I can remove them now. I think I have like spinning, so that we don't really need them. My this thing is too low because my terminal is too it's too loud. So when I need the first user, I do the second user, I do the third user. So that when I deleted the first user, if Abdul Malik is gone, so it remain Emmanuel and Daniel. You can see it. It is Abdul Malik is gone, so it remain Emmanuel and Daniel. Same as when I deleted users index one. So Daniel was gone, it remained Emmanuel. And it's remained Emmanuel, so that's one item with this. So those are just ways to work with this in Python. Sha. So are basic ways to work with this in Python. There are more complex ways to work with it. Okay. Okay, so is that database self-type text. Oh, Like, níbi máa kọ kíní náà tí máa specify type báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ń gbà yẹn. Hi, call this person. I'll get back to it. So, all right. So that's I can just instead of me testing, I can just I think I should just share the code now. Or since I created a GitHub repository, I just push the code to a GitHub repository and like so like for everything that I'm going to be doing will be Alright, so the code is there now, so you can just go and check it. You can see it here. So instead of wasting time there. So let us go to the next thing that we'll do. That is bring on. Moving, I already out of the word moving item. This guy. This code do not work. Don't mind me. Oh. This thing not work. This thing no work. Does not replace anything. Oh. If you want to replace, you use the. I think there's a replacement. Is it replacement? I think there's a replacement or no. What's it called? Yeah. I made it public. So like, oh, the link up. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, madam. No, Jory. I think I should have sent the link. I'll send it to the group there.
What is this?
Yes. So, sorry. Finish them. So, my tummy. Let me check me back. Okay. So, that is the problem right there. Um, the this thing I wanted to post. Okay, I think that is all for now. There are more to this thing now. When I finish, I'll get you something like I will send you a link. I think you should check this guy's page. This guy's and this guy's site. Dan Beda, there's Dan Beda guy. That I think you must have come across this site, Real Python. Though he's not the owner of that site, but then there's Dan Beda.io. Dan Beda, Dan Beda. IO. It's not Dan Beda.io. Okay, now can I Dan Beda.org? Okay, now dbeda.org. dbeda.org. So this guy, you want to check the stuff that they like go through all this thing. Also, Blue Python. These guys are the ones that I know that they are like everything, everyone because there are a lot of tutorials out there that are wrong actually. There are a lot of things that are wrong. Even that link, that OP link that I sent to you guys will learn something. Right? Like you guys will learn something. There's something that's actually wrong, sha, but then and that's it is accepted everywhere, almost everywhere in the world. Though people know that, though some people that have worked with him mostly know that no, this shouldn't be, but then there is a misconception. Though I will explain it, sha. And for funny as well, like if someone explains to you, like they'll define that thing, that's the same way that you use it. That's how they define it for you, and it's very wrong actually. For these guys, me, I know that I've gone through their tutorials very well, and I know they're very good. So either check Real Python and check Dambida. They are focused on Python. They teach Python very well. Like and apart from Python, nothing else. Teach Python very well. Actually. So um okay. So what's the next thing? Let me go through topos. Like lists or unlike lists, then tuples are immutable data structures, and they actually a sequence. You know that there's what's it called? There's a difference between sequences and lists, like char sequence and list. String is a char sequence, is a sequence now. Tuple is also a sequence. So like they are not lists. Now before they store, like it was before, but in most languages, strings were built on arrays, like they were built on something like lists like this, that each element in that string they are stored in lists or arrays or anything. But now they are just they are streams of bytes. I don't know. I don't know if I have time, but then like, or I can maybe like when we're writing code, I can show you some lambda expressions like and like we can work with streams too. We go see. So like there are streams of bytes. These like they've changed to streams of bytes. I know the Python version of they changed to streams of bytes, but I think the Python too they were using like arrays too. So like there are sequences of data. Then like there are no collections per se like the way we talk about lists like another ones. So tuple is also a sequence, not a collection like that. In a sequence, but then this is data structure. Sha. So tuples are immutable and they typically store heterogeneous data. But data can be homogeneous too. Like they can also store homogeneous data. But most times when people use tuples, it's for data of different types. Hmm? Hmm? Ó wà nílé ìlú náà. Ṣé o ti ń lọ ní ẹni? No, wọ́n ti tún kí yẹn ṣe àbí? Mm. Wọ́n ní pé wọ́n ti dá ní school ṣùgbọ́n. Wọ́n ní pé wọ́n ti dá ní school. Èmi dé ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ lánàá. So, they play. Dẹ́kun. Wọ́n ní náà. I don't know. So, tuples are immutable and they typically store heterogeneous data, but data can be homogeneous. So, like a tuple's length is the number of elements and cannot be changed during program execution. Like you cannot just change tuples. Like you cannot modify a tuple directly. The way we to modify lists, say it should be increasing dynamically. Tuples are immutable. Like before you modify tuples, you need to do some work around funny workarounds. Same as strings too. Strings in the way of abstraction, they are mutable, but in the background, under the hood, they are not mutable. That's why they are always in almost every language, they're always telling you that when you're adding a new item to a list, stop using plus equals the string plus equals. You are not this thing, you are not adding a new item, you are creating a new string actually. Maybe in Django, maybe I'll be showing you guys those things that can cause problem that can like be eating your system memory. Funny thing. So then um so creating tuples in Python. You can see here, this thing that this in out they're from the Jupyter notebook. The Jupyter like the Python notebook. So I created an empty tuple here, student tuple, because this and like then I checked the length of student. So like I asked it to print. This one should be print now. Print student tuple. So print student tuple. So you can see I'm putting an empty list here. Same as length. Ask you to change length of the tuple until zero because it is actually created an empty tuple here. So here I added a new guys, get this book. Eee. Oh God. I think they sent it to my mail. As it was called. See, one of the things that really made me like I will not say I will say love Python and really like the things that made me like more interested. I found this book from Dan Bida. It was the author of this book. Ah, uh, let me search. Even there's this book. I think you should be here. Look at see. That book, I swear to God. Hi. Like if you that book is actually very interesting to read though. Like I think I lost it because I formatted my laptop. Sign about Wazano, you know. And sign in. What they doing on sites? The name of there are two books actually. There's this one from this other Python guy that I used to follow. That one is Python do's and don't. I believe what you call. And this other one is I think I should have them on my phone sef, instead of me going through. I should actually have them on my phone. Where's it go? Since I'll be able to download. Yeah, I should have these books on my phone. I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me get my phone, please. I'll be back. Somebody's just the make news. Don't find me. Uh, okay. So I'm coming. Shall let me try and like sign into what's it called? So like Emmanuel and those other guys actually those Python tricks and everything. Even if you learn Python, let's say let's say you learn Python like on just like on a basic level. I say you go through that book bar, Kai, you really understand a lot of things. So that book really that guy did justice to those things in that book. So that Python tricks and this thing, yeah. But seen I want one Python tricks then. and the other one, Python do's and don'ts. Those books are actually making it. They made sense. Like they make sense like mad. I'm coming. Let me see if I can get it in my copy paste. So my phone is not charged. Hi.
I don't want to shout. Object. I'm going to say it as the battery. Yeah.
My phone is charging.
What's your phone?
Guys, I sent that book to the group. I said I sent the group. I sent the book to the group, so you can check it out. Actually, so maybe I don't need to sign to this place after all. I'm the young man. So I was talking about topos, Abi. Okay, so you can check out that book and like read probably in your leisure time. It's just about pure Python, but then that book will take your Python level to like Python to another level. That book makes sense like mad. So um, welcome, man. So you can pack a tuple. You can pack it like add values to a tuple by separating its values with commas. See what I did here now. Samuel Ugochukwu 3.3. Like so when adding values to a tuple, we call them packing. Like adding and removing value, like we call it packing and unpacking. Packing a tuple and unpacking it and unpacking a tuple. So print the tuple this and pretend this. So
Um, so is the meeting over?
I got disconnected. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but I don't think Abdul Malik is on the call.
Yes. Yeah, I
So
got
perhaps
disconnected. I don't know why.
I think he might be trying to join.
Let's wait for 5 minutes to see what's up.
Oh, okay. Or maybe you can send him a DM telling him that the call that he's not on the call.
Guys, I what's it called? My laptop did something funny right now. So like I don't think I don't know why. Like it went off. So I'm back. You guys can hear me now.
Yes, we can hear you.
So like it is. I don't know why. Like I did join on my phone now, sure. You know, just waiting for. I don't know why. Probably like I press the power button or I don't know. Wait for leave phone gone. Oh no, the person needs a program. Okay, so wait to when the person my drive don't stop. What's in the basement with this? Hmm. 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 All right, too. So I think I was talking about topos, when and okay. Last one. In that one already. Make I join with laptop. Hola, welcome to the group. Oh. Well, you did not miss a lot, yeah. But then I say welcome to the group. Welcome to the meeting, Jerry. We're just talking about like we're revisiting data structures in Python as collections, collections and sequences. So I already talked about list a little bit, and I talked about tuples too. I'm actually talking about tuple right now. Like I already showed how to create, though I've not written the code. But I've shown you've been here for a while now. Wow. Maybe because I didn't check. Sure. Able to the late by. Okay. You guys will not mind any background noises it's like I'm at home and I can only try and like get them not to make noise. It's not to stop everyone from looking like they're actually watching TV right now and I'm in the room right now. But then the noise they stress me like mad. I could just fight everybody and if I say make them keep quiet. So, say make I do my day. Like when I meet my mic that time, I also like go and tell them to stop making noise now. So sorry if noise is disturbing you, please. All right, so I've joined the. Okay. Fuck. Let me share my screen. Where's Slack down? I think my screen now. Guys, you are seeing my screen now. Hello. Okay. I
Yes,
thought
yes.
okay. I thought I was on mute again. I thought I was on mute. All right.
We can
So,
hear you.
all right, that was nice. Okay, tuples. I already talked about creating tuples. So we're here packing a tuple. How to pack a tuple. So I'll say that you know that when we're working with list, we used to like call it adding items to a list, removing items, blah blah blah, popping a list, adding items to a list or something. But yeah, we call it pack. Packing items. Why we call it pack is that most times adding sorry, why we call it packing items to a top most times adding stuff to a top, you mostly add like you really add one value to a top. You will see it. Maybe actually I think that's what they're calling it pack self. You see that when you want to pack it up, they pack some funny for some like multiple values inside it at the same time. That's what they call it packing it up and unpacking it up. Packing and unpacking. So we packed three values inside this particular this student tuple. So let's say this 3.3 is GP now. 3.3, there I'll be 3.35, I'll be 3.34, I'll be 3 points, anything. So let's say this is this. So the second name is Samuel Ugochukwu 3.35. That's his first name, last name, and the person's CGPA. So bring student tuple. This is what we are going to be seeing on our console. And also, we can also use length to, no, I said that length, this length function works for both sequence and collections. So you can use it on string, on the top, on list, on any other data structure. As far as the data structure is going to get it out. So, go to the lake, and to the lake. So I will show the code now, but then, but most today do more they play they go. So let me just go through this stuff and I think yeah, this is I'll stop at slide 42. So probably within dictionary tomorrow. You see, even right now, I can never even put the dictionary this and say I'll work on the slide tonight. And so I will send this slide when I'm done with it. You guys can go through it too. If you need it, if you need to get some things, you can go through it. But then but I will also send some resources, some links and everything. Guys, if you have time, read that book, that Python book that I sent. Like it has nothing to do with Django. It's just something that's like that book really helped me like mad. Ah, like me say I can write some funny code. I say more. So it's really helped me. So you can use that book too. The book will make sense. I beg. Like they explain how some things work in Python. Like even that assert keyword. I think that was the first thing that they explained to me. That was the first thing. That was the first thing that they explained. I was like, oh more. That was that actually really made me finish that book. Oh. It made me finish that. So my this thing never this thing finish. So when you like, I think, okay, when you output a tuple, Python always displays its content in parentheses. Look at this place. Look at this side. You can see that it's the output is displayed in parentheses. In parentheses, sorry. You can surround the tuples comma separated values with optional parentheses actually. In that when I'm packing the tuple, we do not put parentheses there. That is from here. You put any parentheses like you can either leave it, you can either leave it like this. It's a normal syntax in Python. It knows that it's a tuple. And this also it also has downsides. It also has downsides too. Especially for tuples. Because of all these truthy collect like what's it called like, these truthy values in Python. In that book, you see it. They talked about it in that book too. Go through it. So um you don't know we can also like add optional parentheses there when we're packing the tuple and you can just leave it like that. It's a like normal syntax, it's going to work. So, but then look at this guy. Look at this thing below. The code below creates a one element top. It's packed the top with just one element, and I added the parentheses there. And you can see notice the comma. This comma that I added. This comma here. This comma here. It's not showing the. Okay, we can move the energy. So you can see like it's. You know the comma like look at the output here. It's still printed the comma. Though in Python it is a good programming principle to like be adding what's it called to like be adding commas at the back of um let's say you're having a list of elements or a collection of elements, like always add commas to the back of each element so that and always add the always put them on new lines. I'll show you. I'll show you there. So like not the comma in this code. Look at this explanation. The comma that follows the string read identified as a singleton tuple. It as what's it called that as a singleton the parentheses are optional. If the commas were omitted, the parentheses will be redundant. Actually, like if we did not put the comma, the parentheses will not be there, and that is singleton tuple will simply refer to the string read rather than a tuple. Had it been you did not put this parentheses, it's just print out only red, just red. Like it will see that as a string. I did not put the tuple. Just as a string, but then like you know that if you want to add one element into a tuple, like probably like you want to pack a tuple with just one element, you need to add the parentheses. Else it's going to be seen as a string. Imagine that this guy is not here. This guy is not here. This and that. This one will be tuple. This one has string. I'm passing red string red inside the tuple. The same. So if you are packing it with one element, probably just specify that no, this is a tuple. This is not a string. So that was what I'm trying to explain you. The comma, the comma that follows the string read identifies a singleton tuple as a tuple. Like it identifies a singleton tuple as a tuple. The parentheses are optional. So if the commas are omitted, the parentheses will be redundant. And the singleton tuple will simply refer to string read rather than the tuple. So assessing tuple elements. A tuple's element, though related, are often of multiple types. and usually you do not iterate over them. Like you usually do not like probably I find if you look to iterate over them, no, or use a lambda, no. Rather, you assess each individually, like list indices, tuples, and also like list indices, tuples also start at index 0. The following code create top time tuple representing hour, minute, and second. It displays the tuple, then uses its element to calculate the number of seconds since midnight. Note that we perform a different operation with each value in the tuple. So look at this top. I packed the time tuple now equals to 9, 16, and 1. Print time tuple. Look at what was printed out. So here too, time tuple 2 seconds. After doing some funny manipulations, print time tuple, then it's printed it out as an integer. As an integer here. So let us write the code. No, not this. Assigning a value to top element causes a type error. Get assigning a value to a top element. Let's say you want to like do look at the way I did that time. Now that this start indexing, let's say like we saying that the tuple at index 4 equals to assigning a value, then initializing like adding a value into it. It's not going to work. We're going to be resulting into this type error. Same as so now adding items to string or tuple. Yeah, console. So Abdullah, what is up? But I mean, so um,
Mo ti bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ fún mi bàbá nílé. Ibi tí mo lọ ní ìjọ Sunday bẹ̀. Torí mo ń dáná.
so um, let us create. Let us call it. Like, I think we created student tuple in that place and student tuple. Is you know. They've gone out. So and then switch incorporate them. And then Django, so like only the rest of life. Once you share like it is working now, but then like the fact that so sorry guys, please, I was cut off again, my system, please, I'm sorry. Guys, this is like the 5 million time that I'm leaving this call. I'll be gonna go meal. I don't know why this guy is doing like this.
So, what did you say? I didn't get that.
I said it's like the 5 million time that I am like leaving the call. When am I sitting the call? So
I think network.
no be network. Network dey now. If we dey go just off me. I don't know why. So what's it, let us continue with our top. What's it called? If we don't finish this top, I think we'll end this call here, like this top, this thing, probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, Jerry. Our next class, I will just finish our next class. I'll finish the whole Python clinical back. I'll touch dictionary and errors and exception. Probably the second day or so, I will touch OP fully. So we'll do OP for one whole day because I need you guys to understand OP very well. Like I need you guys to understand OP very well, like as much as possible, like a quick OP, or else I go say, okay, do something and it could be like, how this one take happen again. It's be this one. So we need to understand OP very well. So so I think I was trying to like write the code to like to my Python is indexing. It is done now. So I was talking about this singleton tuple, Abi. How you can make mistakes with tuples. Like how you can make a mistake if you know that if you're adding multiple values into it, if you're packing a tuple with multiple values, you may not, like the parenthesis is redundant actually. Like the parenthesis is not necessary. But then if you are adding if you are packing it up with just one value, don't forget to add the parentheses because else it will seem as a string, and you know that this will be like a syntax error self. If I without comma, I cannot just add a string without and put the comma after it. That's a syntax error now. So when it wants to add the tuple, it will see it as okay, oh, this is the tuple, and then you can see how it output that thing. So like you need to be aware of that thing. You could just many of you could just debug waiting all day, say, how my tuple need to work well now. And at top now, we cannot forget our string they use. So the comma that follows the string read identifies a singleton tuple, the tuple with this name as a tuple. The parentheses are optional. So if the commas were omitted, the parentheses would be redundant, and a singleton tuple would simply refer to the string read rather than a tuple. So accessing tuple elements, the tuple's elements, though related, are often of multiple types. So most times tuples elements are often multiple. Also like they are mostly packed with. Okay, I think I've talked. Wait, let me say it again. Sha. They are mostly packed with different elements of different values. So usually you do not iterate over them. Rather, you assess each element individually, like list of like indices, like list indexes. So tuple indices starts at 0. The following code creates a time tuple representing an hour, minute, time, and second, and displays the tuple. Then uses its element to calculate the number of times of seconds since midnight. Note that we perform a different operation with each value in the tuple. Time tuple equals to 9. Like initially I packed the time tuple with 9, 16, and 1. Print time tuple, and you can see what is printed out for me. All right. So I also did some funny manipulations to time tuple, converting into seconds. Time tuple at index 0 times 3,600, and plus time tuple at index 1 times 60 plus time tuple at index 2. So I converted to seconds, and so this was the output. I'll just do some manipulations on it. So assigning a value to a tuple causes a type error. to a tuple element, me doing tuple at index 5 equals to this thing. That will give a type error. I'll simulate it. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll do something like that, and you see the error. Okay. Top equals bread. Coming. So, okay. Bread. You can see this is how I packed two tuples, student tuple and fruit tuple. So print student tuple. So this, so that thing I was talking about, that look at it. Singleton tuple. You can even see what the warning that Python is giving me general parentheses. Why? Because even with the parentheses itself, it is still as a string actually. This isn't as a string. It's with the parentheses and the what's it called, and the comma. Guys, so don't, yeah, like I didn't talk about it. Like right now, it's existing this as a string. Let me show you. Print type. I think we've all seen the type function now. Check type types of variables. I mean, like, or maybe data, so different data to check the type at runtime. So print time singleton top. You see it now. I'm running this too. I should run so I should run top py. You can see it, Cherry. Even if even with the fact that I added parentheses to it, you can see it, like, so it isn't as a string. So when you're adding it, when you're packing it up with only one value, this is how you do it. You should specify that this thing is a tuple. Like, put the parentheses and put the put the comma. Look at this. How did this work? Oh, nice. I guess I didn't. So with this what happened now, I think I was wrong with saying that it's you must. Like I was wrong with saying that, like, you must like, what's it called? Add the parentheses and a comma to the random string. Like for you to specify that it is a tuple, the comma is the most important thing. I can remove the comma, I can remove the parentheses actually. and it will still sit as a tuple. And so it is splitting the type as a tuple. But then if it is like this, it's no more a tuple. You know that I can have something like this. All these, they are tuples. Like all this now, like they have values in the tuple. So it will see it's a good singleton tuple as a tuple. Then once I'm adding only one element into the tuple, so I'm adding only one element into the tuple, I need to add this comma. This comma is important, or else it's going to be seen as a string. I need to add this comma. Even if I add the parenthesis here, it is still seen as a string. You can see it. So please be aware of that when I'm working with tuples. So adding items to a string or tuple, as with lists, the plus equals see. I beg in the name of God, I beg, and avoid this thing when you are working with strings. Can anyone tell me like what this means? This this concatenation, like can anyone tell me how it works under the hood? Like just if you know, just see it. Anyone? Michael Ola.
Yeah.
Can you like just tell me like can you explain how this plus or minus work? Imagine if I do something like this, now let's say I see an empty string. Like, can anyone tell me how like okay, let me run the code first. See it. What? Oh, it's to that's true, that's true. No man, no, don't mind me awake. No mind me, no mind me, no mind me, no mind me. No mind me. So, like, can anyone tell me how this code run under the hood? If you know it, you can signify, you can say it too. Alright, so no, I will
So you
explain
said
it.
what you would.
Like this code I'm trying to like talk about this plus equals. Like, can you tell me how this thing works under the hood?
So I think it's basically like a loop. It's looping from zero. So y is also equals to, so that when it gets to this string, that is equals to the index as well. So when the empty string is also equal to, so it's adding,
Is adding Abi?
yeah.
Okay. So let me now give it to you straight up. When you're writing like I beg you, I'm hearing my voice and it's kind of funny. So don't ever do this again. Well, you can give me now. But then, like,
Sorry, what did you say? Hello, what did you say? I think my So I think he just left the call right now. Um, he has network issues. Uh, Let me text him.
Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry I left the call. I'm not being urgent. So is I hope this thing that I'm doing actually, like, are you learning anything actually? Are you learning anything from this class? If you're not learning much, please tell me. Let me, or like if you feel that I should just move on without, or you are not understanding anything, probably I need to like explain more. Maybe like I actually feel that I'm talking to people that have worked all these things before and don't need much explanation or like this thing. But then if you know, actually what I'm doing now, I'm only scratching the surface now. The short if she had scratch the surface, finish it. There's a lot more to do, but I will leave that to you to go and like work on it by yourself. That one you work on it by yourself. But me, I'm just mm, I just want to just show you some things that I'll be working with mostly. So that one is in so that you'll be surprised. And can you guys hear me? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay. Right, nice. Make I uh, share my screen. Okay. So uh, I was talking about this string. I was talking about strings are now they can actually cause problem. Do you know that when you initialize a string, you're like creating a new like you are telling like you are creating a new object in memory. Are you aware of that? If I do, name equals this. I'm creating a new object in memory. There's what we call like object the way the way uh what is it called variables reference objects in Python. I'm not going to get off that much, but then let me explain what's going on here. I created them to string, and it is like I started it with an empty string. For each time that this guy is creating, you probably think that it will just open this thing for the first, it will add one, and yeah, it will add two, to add three. That is then 4, 5, till 9, I'll be 10. Then it starts from zero, Jerry. Like starting from zero to add 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've been now, but brothers, this is how it works under the hood. The first string, the first string that you created was an empty string, Abby. The next time that you are that when you want to pass in a value to it, this is what's happening. It looks for the first time, it looks like okay, there's not inside a string, Abby. No other. Then it creates a new string and adds 0 to it. The next time that you are going, you probably think that it's adding one. It's not adding another one. It's creating a new string again, adding 0 that will now contain 0 and 1 because it knows that it will not pick this one. It will not copy the value here and also add the new value inside this place. In memory, these two they are still existing. And I'm not using them again. The third time, the fourth time then. So the third time, it creates a new string again. 0, 1, and 2. Fourth time, creates a new string again. 0, 1, 2, 3. Fifth, creates another new string. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Till it gets to what's it called? Till it gets to 9. Till it gets to 9. Guys, and all these guys, they were existing in memory. And they're still existing in memory. Python, I don't think Python has automatic garbage collection. Imagine that it's a system that actually needs you you guys have to be like managing memory. Do you know how you just wasting resources anyhow? So these guys, how it actually works, it doesn't add up. It creates a new string object, creates a new string in the memory, and like start adding values to it. And these guys are still existing, and they're just there, like they're just floating somewhere there without any use. So it is a bad idea using that concatenation in Jabashite. But there are ways to work around this thing. There are ways to work. If you know that it's probably like when you're concatenating, it doesn't really need much, or like it doesn't maybe like you can still leave that floating guy, or you know how to manage garbage collection by yourself. No while now. Like you know how to handle garbage collection, like you know how to manage your memory by yourself. You just need to like just to be putting your mind in what you're doing, like and like handling things manually by yourself. No, not leaving it to the Python to do it. So okay, assessing tuple elements. Yes, where we are. So you can see the way we access lists is the same way we access tuples. Same way we access tuples. I'll beat you. Like, hey, I'm busy. I'm busy. Yeah, bye bye. Everyone, I don't want to damn. I'm going to every time. So guys, so sorry for the little interruption. Like my little brother came in and then she just come and disturb me. So let us try and access foot tuple at index one. This is the same way we access lists, the same way we access tuples, tuple items, and we typically don't iterate over them. So tuples at index one. Let me do something. It's work now. It's really good, man. Don't mind me. So, oh, Alright. So we do iterate over tuples, abeg. So sorry for that confusion, abeg. We do iterate over tuples, Ejo. We get the wrong view. So I was here talking about how we access tuple items, abeg. You can access it this way. Normal, the same way we access list items. Can we access tuples from the negative index? Let me check. Minus one. Yes. Yeah. We can also use the negative index this thing. Then we can also use it. Suppose that -3 should be somewhere. Exactly somewhere. So these are the basic things about option. These are like the basic ways to work with tuples. So there's more to it. Concatenating tuples. I beg me not go to another no matter not go down by myself. Like Guys, hello guys, are you there? Hey, shall I be
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. What happened since the morning? Like, does it make any sense? Like, does it what's it called? Like, did you learn anything? And I know that I didn't really go in depth. I was just what did they do my thing? I didn't really go in depth. I was just like explaining some things in my own little way. Like, and I feel that you should probably like you should have heard about some things before. I was just showing how to work with it, basically. Like just how to do the basic things. So there's more to it. I will send you a link now. I will send you a link to the group after this class. If you need to work with data structures very well, you should probably see that article or see that blog and see what they have for you. This thing. But really, since I wanted us to do one more DSA before, but then time don't come. I never even pre-ask yourself. Okay, maybe tomorrow or maybe any other time, sure. We'll do one. Just remind me. So I'm like modifying data structures and like doing some funny it's so no, do some funny things for them, sure.
We did the other one we did that time that you sent the link to the post or to the this thing on GitHub. Isn't that like a DSA question or is it a
No, it's not a
different
DSA.
one?
It's not a DSA question. I was just trying to show you that how I can work with tuples sorry, how I can work with lists in like in a normal application. I was it.
No. Okay, so this is not a DSA question.
No, not at all. So now I just think of in my own word. I just want to get to just system. Hey, so I think there are just so much to talk about. I think I wanted to skip this one that you're going to look at yourself, but let me just explain it to Akadama. So concatenating tuples to concatenating tuple can concatenate tuples in Python. Like tuple one creates like we can concatenate this guy to that this is wait, so this was tuple one that we created before. Like we just created a tuple of integers. Let's create a tuple of integers. If I want to like concatenate a tuple of integers, let's do this 20 minus 3 9. So like I can concatenate tuple, I can add new values to tuple of integers by doing this guy. So let's engage to work. Not the integers. No. It's a bad day. Listen to this. Shit. Tap this. No, no, I just shouldn't pepper. Yeah. Guys, if your ID is on, I beg, I know always stand again. You can try this. You can try concatenating these tuples together and see what result it gives you. Also, appending tuples to a list. I beg. Try doing it from your own end. It gives you the same thing. Then, I beg, more when you go. Thanks so much for your time. Do you guys hear me? Please,
Yeah, I'm trying
you
to.
can try from your end. Mm. Let me work for my boy.
Sorry, can I see the code one last time?
Come on.
Oh, okay.
I have put it to gates now. Like, I pushed it to gates, so like always check it there.
Okay.
And I shared the link in the what you call. I shared the link there, so you can always like go through it and check it there. So you should try this thing from this slide on your end. What does it give you? I don't know. You know the level. No, I'm showing. I don't know. What? But I don't know what I mean. That's what I'm also standing. I must have behind. Back to me, back to the question. I just mean.
I've tried it. They added it to the end of the tuple.
So did it work?
It
So did it
worked.
work?
Like
Oh.
yes, yes. He added it to the after the first three. He added the remaining tuple.
So try this other one too. I was scooter mi yàrá mi.
Okay.
Abdullahi. Yeah. Hello. I'm saying I'm tired already. I want to sleep.
This way, it seems as if you're adding like a tuple to a list.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Like,
the one you showed us previously, that's like the other way to get around like adding to a tuple or like editing a tuple.
yeah, you see that you cannot modify a top like I don't know. You can see that now. You are able to, yeah, you do something now. Add the list to the top, like declare a top first, then like add the list to it. What happened? You can like toples are basically kind of unmodifiable.
But then unmodifiable doesn't mean that okay, you can't change what is inside, but you can add to it.
You cannot like add to it as runtime. Like you maybe adding what's it called? Though even if it's ad safe, like it is creating space in memory, like to do it. It's creating spaces in memory that like and it's just memory, it is eating memory space like mad, like really mad. So
Oh, okay. So I tried adding like a list to a tuple. It didn't work.
what happened? What did you show?
Um, it should there's can only concatenate tuple, not list.
Exactly.
Something like that. Type error.
That therapy. So tuples are kind of unmodifiable, like you know go fit add stuffs into it or like so like you can modifying a tuple at runtime is not feasible. You get it's not feasible. But then like you can probably like modify a particular an existing data structure, maybe like a list, can add a tuple to it, but not list to a tuple or string or try and add a string to a tuple. I think it should work because a string is a chast is a sequence, tuple is a sequence too. It should check it. I do it. Why is my which I press we make my interpreter no dey this thing again. I'm a bamio.
I don't
But
think it
don't follow.
worked.
What did you show?
It,
What did you show?
the same thing, type error. Type error
Okay.
can
So,
only concatenate
so that shows that
tuple, not
you can actually not like modify a tuple. Yeah, so
so it's like it can
do
only concatenate tuple to tuple.
yeah like yeah like try and like add the tuple together. Try and add two tuples together like concatenate like instead of doing string and tuple instead of doing string into tuple list into tuple try to tuple into tuple. Yeah, that should work.
Yes, that worked. That added it to the end.
Exactly. So that is I think that's the only way that you can like change the values of the top at runtime. Key. Eh, um, so that's just basically all for today. Sha. I just like you understand this thing more. I just reading it yourself, actually like, reading it and like doing videos and practicing also the practice one. See that book I sent. Just start from it. Start with chapter one. Just like start doing it one by one, even if it's one page per day. One page per day. I'm sure that you can actually be doing one page per day, sef, because that book is kind of big. At least if in 10 minutes you're already done with 2 or 3 pages. So so imagine. So but then so like you can I think not even I think sef, now once I read that book, I reached page 19, it's my night something. I think I did 19 something one day. Yeah. Not because it's but because I was just going through, I was seeing that and I was practicing it. Like I read like 70 pages in one day. But it's because that book is kind of number one, it's self-explainable, and also it is how they did that book is that it's just 300 pages, low key. It's not 300 actually. It's kind of number one, those preface, content, everything, those things that I say number one. Number two is that the book is the fonts are big. So that is why like it is like 300 pages. I think their normal fonts, it should not be up to 300. So sure, that is all for now, sha. Bro, I think that should be all for now. So we can end the
Yeah,
call now.
right.
Okay. Once I finish now, I will check online and I will like get some resources to read on this and on Python connections and sequences. If you're having any new thing you want to learn about Python, just go to Dambeda, go to dbeda.org or go to python.com. Either dbeta.org or you see these guys. Most sites that I used to learn, and I said that I know that they focus on one thing. Even Java self. But let's say like I want to learn one new thing in Spring Boot now. What's it called now? I'll just like like for Java now. I'll go to either Buildong or I should go to Java T Point or you get this other site too. For JavaScript, I used to go to this npm docs. Sina that Mozilla Kiniko docs. That's where I used to go and learn something. Or can I use.com? That can I use so do is mostly for front-end developers, sir. Can I use.com? So those are the sites that I used to go to. The other side too, they are listening, but then these guys they've been like this debate now. This guy is almost 20 years into programming and dedicate their life to Python. They are core Python guys. Like I'm going in Python people. Like so know that learning from them will actually benefit me a lot. Than learning from someone that is kind of mixed or learning from said that is not what's good. So those guys they focus on Python solely. So and you actually learn a lot from them. Like everything I said there. Even that book self, Nathan Beda writer. He gave this other guy too. And that is the other book. If I find the book, I'll send it.
Okay, the book you sent to me is by Dan Beda.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I just wrote one or two funny things. I came up with one or two. If I uh, so my boss, I think this should be end of today's corner. Or do you have another question to ask? Like, or like, do you have another thing that you know that you really need to learn? That if you need anything, you can call me. You can chat me up in the midnight. If me, I'm always active. Not only if maybe lights no
Oh,
day. Now lights they stop my this thing. Not only if light no day, I go dey inactive. my area there's no light, so like we run generator almost 24/7. Right now, say we on generator. So like light no day. So if you need anything, you can just shut me up. If I'm available, I will probably give you one or two. I can probably give you one or two things to do. And even if I'm busy, self, I can just create time. So don't worry. You know that I'm thinking of you to make our Django class more fun, more what's it called. I want guys to because people get tired if the class is boring. So now I'm looking for a way to not only by making slides. Maybe I should first send some things for you guys to go and read. You guys will be asking me questions back to back, so I'm not good answer them. I don't like to just be telling people this is it. After you've read it, get yourself confused. Come back to me. How can I do this in Django? How can I do this in Django? I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Maybe that's how I'll be doing it. Maybe that's how I'm doing it from now. Yeah. I'll be sending you guys articles on Django. Then go and read it so that you get when you get yourself confused, come I will not clarify it. Clarify it. You can also go and you can't be trying things on your own. Now come and clarify it. I think that will make sense. I think that will make sense. I could think make sense. So for me, I will leave the corner beg. I won't go club and I won't go pray. I can't sleep. Yeah, I beg. Bye for now.
Bye.